set aside 1200 rupees for these new pairs of shoes, but I really like these 1400 ones. Better brand, more flexibility, possibly longer life. What should I do? Sagar, I think you've already made up your mind. Just go ahead. But what if this proves to be wrong? What if I waste an unnecessary sum of 200 rupees? Beta, you've already done that through this international call, which is now more than 200 rupees. Just take your own decision now. You're a grown-up boy. And he cut the call. Huh, easy for you to say. 18 years of my life, you kept taking my decisions. Even when I wanted to, you did not. Dad, I think it's time for a new mobile phone. No. How about we get a new PlayStation? No. And now I should take my own decisions? I was snapped back to reality by the persuasive salesman who said, "Shall I pack this, sir?" My gut told me it might be a good purchase, and I listened to it. Go ahead. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, taking a decision is hard, isn't it? What if it proves to be a failure and backfires? What if that is not the right way to do it? Self-doubt is like that honeybee that we try to swat away, but it refuses to go. Taking a decision was scary for me, unlike Toastmaster Lithin, who chose his home college. I was brought up with the philosophy of giving your best every project that you were a part of. But this also meant that I had a reasonable amount of success followed. And my fear of failure mounted. Every time I took a decision, I started questioning myself because I was scared to fail. I stopped listening to my gut, which told me what to do, and started redoubting myself. Nevertheless, I picked up the sandals that I bought and I went to meet Neha. Neha, the love of my life. I couldn't tell her that. There was just one problem, you see. She was my best friend's girlfriend. I let the feelings subside and I suppressed my emotions, despite the obvious. College ended and we ended up in Bangalore. And we explored the whole of Bangalore on my second-hand Honda Activa. And it was a wonderful time. The connection grew stronger. In the meanwhile, my best friend and Neha broke up. The dilemma was back on. And I did not know what to do. This is when I saw an episode of TVF Pictures, raise your hand if you've seen that series, where the protagonist says that if you're unsure of a choice, do a coin toss, and when the coin is in the mid-air, your gut tells you about the right choice. I did the coin toss, and it was an obvious result. I had to tell her. And I did, finally, after years. She was shocked, surprised, and she politely told me that she did not feel the same way. I was disappointed, and it took a toll on our friendship. Because the expectations were different. I was too far in to come back, and she was too far away to even get in. As a result, our friendship ended. We can run things millions of times in our heads. Think of plausible scenarios of how it's going to work out. But when it comes to it, you have to listen to your gut and move forward. Things may sometimes work out. Sometimes they might not. But the thing with decisions is that it brings some good, some bad, some lessons, some luck. One thing's for sure, it ensures that your time does not get stolen away by indecision, leading to people winding up and wishing that they had taken that leap. Have you And that is when I latched on to opportunities at work and landed up in a consulting assignment in Surat, where we were discussing one fine day a pricing strategy for our client. I was telling him that he had to take a premium positioning with this product, and the pricing was of utmost importance. It couldn't be high, but it couldn't be low. The confused CEO asked, so what should be my price? I said it couldn't be high, and it couldn't be low. He looked just as confused and he laughed. You guys are just like my wife. She can never make her decision either. And there my manager stepped in. I thought the defender of women. But he said, sir, consultants are like rishis. We go from kingdom to kingdom, aiding kings and not taking decisions. That hit home. And I started thinking, I don't want to be a rishi permanently. And that's when my gut told me it was time to move. And I listened. Consulting had taught me to strategize, but not to execute. And that is how this ex-rishi landed up as a minister in a new kingdom called Hola Chef in Mumbai, where I take decisions every day that impacts our sales up and down. It's scary, even today, but it's exhilarating. Fellow Toastmasters, decisions are those pivotal points in your life pursue and don't procrastinate and go ahead. Start gunning for that dream job that you always wanted to have. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to get shot down? Or you're going to fail? Bold decisions are scary. Do you know what's scarier? Regret of not taking those decisions. So go out there and take your decisions, because your gut already has told you what you need to do. All you have to